What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with the Boston Clinic. Y'all know what it is. And let's jump right into it. Errol Spence says that Keith Thurman hasn't been one time in a long time. And we talked about this in the past, and that's an accurate assessment. He was one time in the beginning of the Danny Garcia fight, came out aggressive, throwing bombs, then reverted to being run time. But that's factual. I guess Keith Thurman said that Errol Spence was full of hot air. I'm going to link this article in the description for Boxing Scene. And Errol fired back and said that he ain't been one time in a long time. Keith Thurman has the audacity to even talk about Errol Spence in a disrespectful or a negative light. He doesn't even have that respect right now. I don't care if he has two belts. His image amongst the boxing public is piss poor right now. His approval rate is worse than Donald Trump's. He needs to fight Jesse Vargas, and now that we know that Danny Garcia and the Brios winner is now going to have to face Sean Porter to have the mandatory shot at Keith Thurman. Since Keith Thurman thinks Errol Spence is full of hot air, let's take that fight in the summer or in the fall. You fighting in April, Errol fighting in January. Y'all can do it in the end of the summer and September. Like I've said, man, it's not going to be an easy fight for either one of these guys. People think the Lamont Peterson fight going to be tough for Errol Spence, for whatever reason they believe. And if it's tough, and if he struggles with Lamont Peterson one iota, we got to take him out that class in that Keith Thurman, Terrence Crawford, conversation. Because he shouldn't struggle with Lamont Peterson. I'm just keeping it real, not at this point in his career, But, yeah, Keith Thurman hasn't really went for knockouts in a long time. He ain't been that guy. He need to retire that name because he ain't been that guy. Looking at the Leonard Bundini-Bundu fight, that guy, had no real punching power, no threat, but switching righty to lefty made Keith Thurman just tap dance to a decision. Errol Spence ran right through him, And Keith Thurman has the aggressive nature to come forward. He got the boxing ability to box backwards, moving side to side. But he don't have the mentality to be a killer no more. He came out with that persona that calling everybody out. He was a killer. I want this guy, I want that guy. Then he turns around to be a hypocrite. And when he gets that spot, like Floyd Mayweather, like Manny Pacquiao, Miguel Cotto had that spot, he wants to protect it. It's no longer one time. I'm going to buy my time. And that's what it is, man. He been ducking Spence for quite some time. Well, I'm not saying ducking him, but ducking the possibilities of fighting him. Even when Floyd said he should fight him at 15-0, and Keith said, no, unless it's a shot versus you, on the line, and the winner gets you, no. And, at the end of the day, he's a hypocrite in that manner, and I like Keith, Don't be the guy coming up calling everybody out, then when you become the guy, you doing the same thing that other guys did, Oh, no, I don't want to fight him. You picking and choosing, buying your time and stuff of that nature. This dude has fought once in 2016, once in 2017. And I said before, if he only fights once this year, he should be stripped of both his titles for inactivity. That's holding up a division. Tune-up fight, and you got to come back up with another tune-up fight, another tune-up fight. People tired of seeing that. I don't care. Only thing that really, kind of saves his bacon is the fact that he fought two top welterweights the last two times out, Sean and Danny, for the most part, man. But it's crazy, man. It really is, man. He's a terrific guy, man. Reach out, answer questions. Love Keith Thurman. But that one-time guy, it should be banned until he shows that he's one-time again. Because he ain't been one-time for a long time. And Errol Spence is correct in his assessment. I'm going to say it again. Errol Spence is correct in his assessment. He is. And, can he find that fire again? Perhaps. But he going to need to be one-time to beat Crawford and Errol Spence. He really is. And he's a good fighter. Great fighter. Potentially great fighter. But like I said, when he wanted to be the man, he wanted the man to fight him. Now he the man. He don't want to give other guys the opportunity. He want to buy his time and stretch it out. And I don't like that, man. I don't like that. You crying on your way up, crying for a shot, saying, you deserve this. I want to fight Khan. I want to fight Mayweather. I want to fight this guy, that guy. But when you in that position to give out opportunities, you don't want to give them out. That's a hypocrite, man. That's a hypocrite. But in due time, hopefully they fight. People talking about Crawford and Spence fighting. Not before Crawford and Thurman. Not before Thurman and Spence. But we gone.